What does underwriting mean when you're buying a house? Hey y'all, if we haven't met yet, I am Anita L Williamson with James River Realty Group, and today we are talking about underwriter. And the term underwriter flies around all the time during the house buying process. You most likely heard your friends and family say, well, the underwriter needs this, and I gotta fill out this form for the underwriter, or my agent needs this addendum signed for the underwriter. I swear, my underwriter is going to ask for my unborn child next. But who is this underwriter person, and why do they need so much from a buyer? Well, when buying a house, underwriting is the process by which your lender verifies all of your income, assets, debt, and property details of the home you are buying in order to issue final approval on your loan application. The underwriter, they help the mortgage lender decide whether or not you'll get approved on your loan, and will work with you to make sure that you submit all of your paperwork. Ultimately, the underwriter will ensure that you don't close on a mortgage that you can't afford. If the underwriter can't sign off on all the guidelines, then your loan can be denied. Those guidelines, they are set by the banks and the lending institutions, and it is up to the underwriter to make sure they are being followed. So an underwriter is checking on 5 items when they are reviewing your documentation. The first thing they look at is your credit history. Underwriters look at your credit score. They'll also pull your credit report. They want to see that your overall credit score and search for things that are like late payments, bankruptcy, overuse of credit, and lots of things like that. The second thing that they're looking for is the appraisal. So your underwriter is going to order the appraisal, and they're going to make sure that the amount that the lender offers for the home matches up with the home's actual value. Third, they're going to look at your income and employment. So they're going to ask you to prove your income and also your employment situation. Number 4 is that debt to income ratio. Sometimes it's DTI, and that is actually the percentage that tells a lender how much money do you spend versus how much income that you bring in. So an underwriter looks at all your debts, and then they compare those to your income to make sure you have more than enough cash flow to cover your monthly mortgage payments, plus your taxes, and also the insurance. The 5th thing they're looking at is your down payment and savings. That underwriter also looks to make sure your savings accounts have enough savings to not only supplement your income, but also to use as a down payment at closing. A very common question many buyers want to know is, how long is the underwriting process? How long does it take? But the best answer is, honestly, it depends on a lot of factors, and one of the biggest ones is you. How quickly do you, the buyer, get the documentation to the lender when it is requested? So sometimes the timeline is out of the lender's hands and the buyer's hands, and they may be waiting on, say, the appraiser to submit the appraisal report. But you can follow 3 tips to make your underwriting process go as smoothly as possible. And that first tip is, don't apply for any new credit lines during underwriting. please, please, please don't do this, or that dream home you are purchasing really can slip right through your fingertips. The second tip is respond to requests from your lender as soon as possible, because during underwriting, your lender, they're going to request different documents many times, and sometimes the documents that you have submitted will need to be updated as the time passes over the weeks of the transaction. So provide any documentation as quickly as you can, because the underwriter can't proceed forward until they review the documents that they requested. And the third tip is be honest about your finances. If you aren't honest up front, it will all come out during underwriting. It always does. So make sure you lay everything out to the lender from the very beginning. As you can see, an underwriter is a financial expert who takes a look at your finances and determines how much risk a lender will take on if they decide to give you a loan. I know, y'all. I know. It's another not so fun one today, but it's important information to know when buying a home. If you have more questions about the underwriting process, or if you are ready to start your home buying journey, give me a call. I'm Anita L Williamson, and I want to set you up for home buying success.